Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your weekly astrology. And there's a lot of good news this week. It's quite interesting. Thankfully, Mercury, the planet of communication, has finally come out of retro shadow. What does that mean? Well, when Mercury goes direct, things ease. But right now, there's going to be so much more clarity. On top of that, we have Venus, the planet of love, going into Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is all about intensity and fiercely loving. It's about revelation, diving into the darkness, diving into the taboo. You know, all those primal feelings we have about life, death, rebirth, sex, obsession, desire. That's the flavour of love over the coming few weeks. Now, Venus, she is no lightweight. People often talk about Venus as she's beauty, she's harmony. But think about love. Love is fierce. When we truly love, we become fearless in situations that might demand it. You know, Venus isn't wishy-washy. So this is a very, very powerful time. And also, Venus in Scorpio is teaching us how to love ourselves. Anyway, on top of that, we have the sun going into Sagittarius. There's an awakening of our desire for adventure, our desire to explore, to gallop towards new horizons. It's quite an exciting week. Here's your weekly astrology. Hey Cancer, how are you coping after that weekend's new moon? Woo! That was some potent new moon, but hopefully it unearthed something within you. You saw something, you dived deep into an experience, and you've come into this week going, right, this is it. It's time to open up, to truly express who I am, to stand in my power. Hopefully that's the energy you've got at the beginning of this week. And this week has a lot going on. It kicks off with Venus squaring Jupiter. Now, normally squares are challenging, but Jupiter doesn't do, horrible things. Jupiter is all about optimism and generosity of spirit. And you will be feeling that you may want to change and transform and put energy into your home. You may be thinking about, if you're living with someone, you might sort of have a surge of optimistic energy to transform any opposition into something positive and to work on your home in a way that, makes space for love. But you're very, very focused on your home at the moment and making it work. And there may have been a few challenges because later on in the week we have Venus squaring Saturn. What challenges? I suppose one challenge is a lot of us can't see other people unless you are living with someone. It's very difficult to see a lover or a close friend. You might even be thinking something extreme like, okay, maybe I'm going to move someone in or move someone out to balance up the energy that I need in my life. And it is about you thinking about your needs, darling Cancer, and what is your value and self-worth when it comes to nurturing. Are you taking too big a role in the home? Do you need to be nurtured? And thinking about finding that balance so that you can truly feel empowered to do what you've got to do for your own soul journey, as well as, of course, nurturing and loving others. Now, at the moment, you're one of your lessons of this year has been about love and relationships and balance, and you've probably got a very different attitude and see things very differently when it comes to your intimate relationships than you did at this time last year. And there's a lot of wisdom there. Now, Mercury, the planet of communication, is exiting. It's finally leaving retro shadow and going into a position. Well, no, not going into it. It's already there. You're feeling very creative and very optimistic and very excited about life in this next phase, and you deserve it. And on top of that, we have Venus going into that position. So maybe you are thinking about challenging things at the beginning of the week, and then you have this explosion of optimism. Oh, I thought she was biting her bum. She isn't. She's sitting very nicely. Anyway, so you're ready to experience love on a deeper level. You're very ready to experience the creativity within you, and you want that to flow. You want to put the creativity out there. You're loving in your relationships with what you want to create in the world, and you're loving in your relationships with the people that you love. And there's a sparkle about you later on this week, which is fabulous. Now, the sun is shifting signs and it's giving you the strength to take care of the details so you could do all the things that you need to do to make your life flow more smoothly. or flow smoothly. And also, you know, it's a great time for you to think about any habits and patterns you want to change, and you've got the drive and the strength and the positivity to do that. Let's see what the tarot has to say, darling Cancer. Going to pull 3 cards to give a flavour and any added insight to the week. Okay, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. What do we got for you? What do we got for you? What have we got for you? Okay, the Page of Cups. Hopefully that new moon gave you a rebirth, and here you are in the cycle of your experiences, being born again in a way, and going, oh, you know, I'm ready to see the beauty in the world. I'm ready to be creative. I'm ready to put my heart out there. It could also be your connection to a younger Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio who's very tender and innocent and pure. But I do believe it's a rebirth for you, because you've got the Magician, and the Magician, we have all the tools we need to create, and we have the energy, the desire to create, and the trust and the wonder, the curiosity and the will to conjure up our reality. Now, the Magician is a major arcana. If that's coming to play, that is definitely a strong flavour of this week. Imagine if you believed and you trusted and you knew that you were the magician of your life. What would you create? Practice that today. Just believe it to be so. But for the magic to happen, there may have been, or there may have to be, an ending. Now, a lot of people go, the Death card. The Death card, that's a scary card. You know, the Death card is very powerful because it releases us from situations. I remember when I was younger, if ever I had a breakup in a relationship, I often had a lot of intense relationships where I would go backwards and forwards. You know, really these kind of relationships that were all kind of drama. But whenever I pulled the Death card, I knew that was it. It's done. It's finished. You know, there's no going back to the drama. It's over. And it's liberating sometimes for something to be over and to be finished, because then you have to go through the rebirth. You have to create again. And that is, you know, positive magic, even if we don't like it at the time. Anyway, very interesting. I hope you enjoyed that, my darlings. Don't forget, if you want a compatibility chart to see how compatible you are with your friends or your lovers, michelleknight.com. And all things astrology, horoscope.co.uk. And I've got loads of free tarot on both of those sites. I am sending you so much love. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.
MichelleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics, and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who, they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of, you know, what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, you know, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I prayed that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, you know, what they're looking for, specifics, so surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2 or 3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working michelleknight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, you know, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup, and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michelle's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.